Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today. All right? So check it out. We got the small account challenge video today. Now, it's been a crazy week. All right? This week, people got faked out to the upside, to the downside. A lot of people made money, a lot of people lost money. All right? I want you guys to know and to understand, right? If you had a rough week this week, it's okay. If you had a great week this week, hey, shout out to you. All right. Now, we got the small account popping. I did not take any crazy day trades in this account. I kind of wanted to let the dust settle, but we got some good stuff cooking. All right. So you already know, I'm going to show you guys everything. I'm going to show you guys the whole situation. And then I'm going to break down what's going on, where we at, why we got in each trade on the charts as well. All right. But I do want to emphasize the fact that this week was very, I could tell that it was very challenging, right? Especially like Thursday and Friday, the market wasn't like fully trending, right? We looked like we were having reversals to the upside and then we came right back down, right? So it was a if you were able to get in profit 20%, whatever, take it, right? It was one of those weeks, right? And also on Sunday's video, I told you guys the market's about to come down, right? I had some bullish setups. My watch list, it was 2 or 3, right? It hit 2 or 3, but I had some bullish setups, but I knew it was looking very bearish, right? So that happened. Now, you never know when the downside is complete, right? When things bottom out. But all the trades in this small account I'm in are in calls, right? So I'm going to show you guys the account and I'm going to show you guys each trade and then we're going to get busy. All right, so you see right here, we got the account, right? Small account. We got $482 in here. Now, I'm in 4 different trades right now, okay? I'm in 4 different trades right now. So when we're looking at it, I have $60 of buying power left. I'm in 4 different swings, right? We got 482. Last week, we was at like 30 something dollars, 20 something dollars. So we're only down about $40, right? But when the market dropped earlier this week, it was ugly, right? Where was we at? We were at, let's go to the weekly. Look where we was at earlier this week. I was all the way down to 387, right? I was down 23% on the portfolio, right? And then look what happened. We came back up, right? Came down. And then later on in the day on Friday, we blasted off, right? So that's why we're at 42 right now. So we're up 15% from Thursday to Friday. But we're down, but these are all unrealized gains right here, right? Next week, I plan on this account being up about 20 to 30%, if not 50 to 70% next week. All right. So first trade I'm in American Airlines right here, right? American Airlines. Currently, I'm up 8% on it. In a profit. Today I'm up 50%, which is Friday. We came up. I got 3 contracts here, but I have we're up 8%, right? And I'm gonna show you the charts on all of these, but I want to show you where we're at. Okay, so on American Airlines, we're up on that one. On SoFi, I got into a SoFi call. I'm up 4.7%. Just got 1 contract, and I got November 28th. Right, that's the expiration date for that one. So we have 5% there. We got CLF. This is the ugliest one right here. Okay, I bought it for $68. I'm down 66%, but we do have December 19th is the expiration date there. So we're down 66%. But I'm gonna just hold this for a minute and I'm gonna see what happens. We have time on the contract. And we kind of started to recover, so we're going to see what happens with that one, right? And then we got this lift call. I'm up 6%, almost 7% there, right? I entered in Lyft and I entered in SoFi today, which is on Friday, right? I entered them before the market closed, about 15, 20 minutes before the market closed. And I saw some bullish, stuff on the charts. So I said we're gonna go up on Lyft. I got December 19th as well, expiration date there. So that's good. So we up 7% there. We are up 5% on SoFi, and then we're up 4% or 8% on American Airlines, and on CLF we're down 66% right now. But when you think about it, these other trades are balancing it out, and I see nothing but bullish on American Airlines, SoFi, and Lyft. I see nothing but bullish with CLF. What I see with CLF is it's starting to turn, right, and start to come back up, but we got to give it a little bit of time so it could do its thing. All right. So that's what we have going on with the small account right now. Okay. So we're sitting at 482. We were looking real ugly here, right? My bad. We were looking real ugly. We was all the way down to 387 a couple days ago, right? And then we popped up, and then we recovered today, right? So that's the thing. So I entered in American Airlines. Everything was looking bullish. We had already came down, and then what happened? It sunk, right? The next day the market crashed. I did not look at this contract, right? Look at the volatility of this contract, okay? I got in at $30-something. A day later, it was at 14, right? I didn't even look at this stuff because I was like, I'm gonna just let it do what it do right now, right? And then it popped back up, right? This is the volatility of this contract for over the last week, right? A lot of volatility. So if you look at CLF contract over the week, it's down, and then it was up, right? And then it came down, obviously, popped up, came down, and now it's trying to pop back up. So it's on the way back to the upside. SoFi's contract, it's just doing its thing, right? But like I said, we got in towards the end of the day on Friday. And then right here, same thing with Lyft, right? So $482 right now, we on the up, all right? So I want you guys to understand the slingshot effect, all right? The slingshot effect. The slingshot effect is you pull back, and then when it lets go, it propels and it skyrockets, okay? All of these trades that I'm in, if they just retrace, right? Outside of CLF, but I'm not even worried about that because the profits that I'm gonna make with these other trades it's gonna overcompensate that loss anyway, right? But if we pulled back how we just did, and if that's the bottom, right, and we just retrace where we came from, or we try to retest where we came back up from, what's that gonna do? All these contracts, all these trades are gonna be up, right? They're already up 5, 10%, 8%, but if we gonna be able to get to 30 to 50% on each one of these trades, right? So let's go through the charts, and I'm gonna show you guys, right? We got American Airlines, CLF, SoFi, and Lyft. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with American Airlines, and then we're just gonna go down. We're just gonna go down the list real quick. All right, so let's go to right here. All right. All right, so we're gonna go to American Airlines, AAL, right here. All right, so American Airlines right here. All right, so when you look at American Airlines, number one, they have a lot of room to go, right? They could really do some nice numbers, right? But this is what happened last week. So I took entry right here on this day, on Wednesday, right? Now, they were looking like they were about to break through here, right? They tried this day, came down, came right back up. It also looks like a small bull flag, slightly. They also came over here as well, and I saw some flow, about $1 million of American airline calls, right? So I got in on Wednesday. Next day, we gapped down and we sold off. All right, cool. It is what it is. And then today, Friday, we blasted off on this 3-bar. Okay, bullish 3-bar right here on the weekly. Right, if you look at the weekly time frame, we are on a failed 2 down. All right, so we're on a failed 2 down right here. Okay, and we're in a demand zone. Right, so we could realistically we could gap up some and then we could blast off, or we could open flat and then middle of the week blast off. That's what could happen. All right, and then we could be coming up to about 1480. All right, from 1365. So that's what we got on American Airlines. We on a failed 2 down on American Airlines. Let's go to SoFi. Right, SoFi. Look at SoFi. Right, on SoFi, this is on a weekly. Right, buyers push this stock up right here. On the daily right here, we're on a failed 2 down as well, and we have a liquidity grab off of an order block right here. Right. So on Monday next week, if we get above 2860, that'll be beautiful. And then we can come back, right? So really, I would like to retrace here, okay? If we could retrace back up to the top of this bar right here, that's $29. That's going to be like a 4% increase in the stock price. And so on options, that'll definitely do some beautiful numbers, right? So failed 2 down right here on the daily on SoFi. Monday, Tuesday, I'm looking forward to go up, retest here, and we could take profits. All right. And then we have Lyft. Okay. We got Lyft. So Lyft is on a 2-1 bullish. Okay. Continuation per the strat method, right? So we got a 2-1-2. They had earnings last week. They came down, pushed back up. So we're on a 2-1 right here. Okay. So what I would be looking for them to get above 22. Well, they already got above there in after hours, but get above about 22.20. Okay. And then we could go up to 22.91, right? Basically $23 for Lyft. All right. This is a 2-1 setup right here for a 2-1-2 bullish reversal. If you look at the weekly time frame, they are on a 3-bar. Okay. A lot of strong buying momentum right here. So they can definitely go 3-2 next week and then go to the upside and come up here to $23. All right. So that's what I'm looking for when it comes to Lyft. Right. And then we got CLF. Let's go to CLF real quick. All right. So we got CLF right here. We bounced off of this order block area right here where buyers were sitting. Right. We got the daily. We got a failed 2 down on the daily time frame as well, off of an order block with a lot of buyers as well. Okay. We do have a lot of area to get through here. Right. But like I say, we have till December 19th. And we have a gap up here that needs to be filled. Right. So when I took entry, I thought we were reversing here. Well, no. I got in on this day right here, actually, this green day right here. And then now we're coming, we came down quite substantially. But the other 3 trades that I'm in, they are absorbing the loss that I currently have on CLF. But like I also said, all of these are unrealized gains, right? Unrealized gains. I have not took profits or got out of any of these trades. Therefore, none of this is real until I click sell, right? And also, like I said, next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I am looking for this this account to be up, at least 30%. Okay, so if we could be up $100, $150 from where we're at, that's a win. If we could be up 100% of the account, that's even better. But I like to be conservative in my approach and let the numbers and everything in time do the rest. We have enough time on all of our contracts, so I'm not allowing these contracts to expire, right? This was a big pullback week, right? So we're going to go back up to try to test. And if we break through where we just fell from, that means that we're going to reclaim that level. And then that level that we reclaim is going to be our new support. And we're going to bounce off of that and go higher, okay? And the reason why I like SPY, not SPY, Lyft as well, is because they were not in the S&P 500. So yeah, their big brother company is Uber, but they're kind of still not in the S&P. So they're kind of going to do their own thing. All right. So American Airlines, CLF, SoFi, and Lyft, all of them are in the profit minus CLF, and we have a whole month and a week, all right, month and a half basically, to let that pan out and do what it does as well. All right. Patience is the name of the game when you are swing trading and doing stuff like that. So please, please, please don't get shaken out of positions, right? Don't just think that the market came down for 2 days, so now the world is doom and gloom. No, it's not about that. Things have to rebalance. All right. So if this is a true bottom and we found the bottom, then we're going to be bouncing here and we are going to rally for the remainder of the year. All right. So I hope that video helped. I hope that video, you learned something from it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. All right. Like I always say, make sure you get up out your head, go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I'll be live tomorrow. We're going to go through the market. We're going to go over everything, and we're going to get ready for the new week ahead. All right. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the weekend, and I'm going to holler at you guys tomorrow. All right. All y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.